Dawaj, dawaj, dawaj! Suka, bled, pizdiec, охуенно.
Hello, my name is Dmitri.
Fucking excellent. Oh, welcome back, welcome back. We have been blessed, truly blessed indeed by the Lord Almighty in heaven. He has seen fit today to grant us with even more work, which is great. Thou askest, and thou shalt receive. Isn't that what they used to say? Anyhow, we are here in a little bit windy harbor, doing what we do best. Random stuff. So, let's go and check it out. We have been blessed by the Lord Almighty in heaven today with several things, but let's start with the large things and then we work our way down the blessing list. That sounds like a good plan, so we'll do that. And I'll show you here the first gift we have received from the Almighty. So there we go. Here's our free car, man. Oh man, so sweet and juicy. Check it out. Yeah, so obviously this is a Spanish car, Seat Cordoba. It's a 1998, so it's you know, an older car. But you know what? It's less rusty than my car, so it's pretty good. We got it for free. It didn't cost anything because it came with, you know, some problems attached to it. So we'll go through a little bit what kind of problems there was and what I discovered newly. I discovered another problem recently, like a half an hour ago, maybe 45 minutes. It's not the problem. I already fixed it. It's okay. It's fine. It's solved. It's been taken care of already. Don't worry about it. We'll start with that. So hang in there. Simsaladin. When I got to the place yesterday, to the lady's house that was gonna give me the car, first problem was this tire was flat. It's still getting flat because you know, it's losing air somewhere around the area over there somewhere. So we're gonna have to fix that. You know, swap the tire out. Then of course the battery was dead, but you know, I gave it a little kickstart, brought the spare battery, and yeah, it worked perfectly. It started right up. Then it had a big problem with the blinkers. Turned out it was the emergency blinking thing had got stuck halfway down and then disabled the blinker system. So I just, you know, pressed that a couple of times and then the blinkers worked again. Yeah, I've been driving around all day with it. I got it insured this morning, so it went pretty fine up until, yeah, for about an hour ago. Then we started to have like engine trouble. I heard it first, it started to run on like 3 cylinders and I'm like, that doesn't sound good. 3 cylinders is never a good thing unless it's like my Skoda that has a 3-cylinder engine. Then it's, you know, it's supposed to sound like that. Yeah, but so I figured it was ignition problems and I was right. And this is an older type engine. It doesn't got fancy electronic ignition and stuff like that. It got yeah, good oiled. Oh shit. You see their starter, rotator, coil and assembly, you know. If you think this one looks a little bit beat up and stuff like that, it's because I actually already changed out the, let's call it the rotor housing. This is the old rotor housing that came in on the car. So I took it out and I checked it. You see, you can probably see in there the poles that are supposed to, you know, transfer the spark. They're completely corroded and missing a couple of millimeters of material on each one of them. So yeah, I'm not surprised it didn't run good at all. So what I did, I went in here to the boat shed of doom and I you see there is a similar ignition system here on this one. So I borrowed the original cap because it was still in good condition. I'm still looking for the original rotor just to see if it fit, and lo and behold, the Almighty smiled upon us again and it fit, and it actually worked really, really well. So let me give you the result of our hard toil work and labor. So we'll throw this old and spoiled rotor housing cap cover to hell, throw it in here somewhere, and then we'll give it a little ignition. Yeah. Oh, beauty, 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 beauty. As you can hear now, the engine runs very smooth. I actually like the sound of this engine. It has a nice sound to it, you know. Maybe you get a little bit of enjoyment, as I do, out of this engine. compared to my other engine, you know, and the Skoda, you know, it doesn't give me any joy to start it up. This one here, it might just be because it's like an old school, more mechanical engine. Could be that, because, you know, I can do this. Oh man, it runs so well. With a, yeah, like 60-year-old rotor house covering there. Ha! Yeah, this is the original covering from that old Volvo B16. So it's from like somewhere between like 48 and 55, I believe. And that fits on this engine. I mean, I think that's just a testament on that, you know, the Germans, the guys at Bosch, you know, redundancy never hurt anybody. But it's, you know, it's amazing that it works. Let's shut it down for a little quickie here. Let me show you this cable here. It didn't really fit into the old house. This is the old type of connector there. I can see it's starting to corrode up a little bit. So I just, you know, this was completely corroded as well. It was all white with corrosion. So I steel brushed it and I took a knife to it and, you know, adjusted it a little bit so it would fit in the house. You know, it doesn't look good, but hey, I probably, if I polish it up or just get a new one, it will probably run a little bit better. But, you know, this shit is good enough. And we'll shove it all the way down there. That is fucking great. Let's see, oil is pretty much brand new. You know, now it runs really nice. I am gonna go get the new original thing here and a new rotor, because the rotor that was in it that I put back in it again, it was cracked. Or maybe I'll just take the rotor from that engine and put on here and we wait. We'll see, you know. For now this is good enough. I really want to give it a pressure washing. I also kind of want to rip this engine out and put it in a bolt. Why? Because it would be fucking fun. That's why. But I really love the CS 1.6 liter engine. I'm pretty sure it's not actually a Spanish engine. I don't think that Spanish has made any engines in like the Hispano-Suiza times. But you ask John Leno about that. He knows more about that than I do. But yeah, my guess is that, yeah, because this on the oil cap here it says on German. So my guess is that it's a Volkswagen or an Audi engine or something like that. Oh, it's an Audi. Yeah, I can see the Audi stamp on the engine block. So it's a German Audi engine inside here with some Spanish air manifolds on it. So I did wash it with a pressure washer and I scrubbed it down with a bristle brush. And it, yeah, man, it's less rusty than my car. So it's actually in pretty, you know, we got some surface rust here. It's nuts. It's mostly on the surface. We got some corrosion damage here, but I wonder what kind of steel this car is made of, because I see much newer cars with a lot more rust. And you know, this hasn't been particularly well cared for the last time at least. But you know, wheel wells here, no rust, no, yeah, this is starting to go. But you know, the fucking good quality steel, I'm really surprised about that. We're gonna do something fun, exciting with this car here. Man, the color is ugly as shit. Let's be straight up with that. It's an ugly ass color, but you know, you can repaint it. I'm gonna paint it like an olive drab green, a matte color, like a military color, because you know, I like that color. It's nice. Then we'll make this into the YouTube mobile, the Tube Mobile. We'll write it on it. We'll put the channel name. You know, free marketing is always good for something, and we'll, yeah, do fun and exciting stuff with this one. Go on adventures and other stuff like that. Being a child of the 90s, this is the kind of car I grew up in. And even older cars, of course, like cars from the 80s. But yeah, I mean, I get so nostalgic when I get in here. But I really like the interior of this car. You know, there's something about 90s interiors that is just... oh man, it feels car. I don't know what to say. It just feels very car. The 90s textile covering that was in every car back in the day. Floor mats looks good. You know, you can tell somebody has come in and out a lot here. But apart from that, you know, the upholstery looks good. It's in decent condition. It needs to be cleaned out here because it was left locked up for like 6 months. So we got a little bit of a mold issue going on in here, but we'll take care of that. Driver's seat view. It's a pretty nice dashboard. I like it. I wonder if the dashboard colors and the numbers always came in the same color as the car. That would be a fun feature. This was the thing that got stuck. It was stuck halfway, so it didn't make the blinkers work, but you know, push that a couple of times. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. Maybe I should turn it on first. Ignition. Yeah, you see, now we have blinking as well. Let's do a radio test here.
Gör ditt företag mer flexibelt med OPR Företagslån Flex. Med löpande...
Yeah, the speakers are completely shot to shit, but... Yeah, I like that. We'll see what we do. But yeah, now let's go drop this bag of clothing off at the Goodwill. Or you know, the Swedish equivalent of Goodwill, because we don't have Goodwill here. But you get the gist. So, in with the clothing. Close the trunk. You come in with me. Oh man, what happened to this good old school cars, man? When did it go all wrong? I really like sitting in here. I can't fucking explain it. It might be because it's a lot more powerful than my car. Yeah, 1.6 liter powerful. Ooh, fuck yeah. But you know, it's fun to drive. I enjoy it. It's true blessing. Look at that sun and shining and everything. You gotta appreciate it. There is nothing else to say. Motherfuckers! So who we're gonna donate to? 3 choices. Emmaus Walkvan. Okay. Insamling, klassisk skol, svensk insamling, never heard of. This guys I know. This tack för att, yeah, okay, I don't have no idea what this is. But yeah, we'll give it to the Myrorna, the ant. Because I like the thrift stores they have, so let's support them. Ah, get in there, you fucker. Oh, look at what the fuck is this? There's a lock here. That's odd. Oh, I see now. I see what happened here. Yep. So I think this lock is probably the locks that's supposed to be here, I would guess. What do you mean, is this not? Yeah, look, it's not locked. Well, let's close it up. Yeah, I don't know. You know, stealing shit from this kind of places, it feels unnecessary. Look here, man, what the fuck? Seriously? Look at that. They just fucked up the locks. You can take your Versace and shove it up your ass! I want tailor-made, bespoke, motherfucker! Don't care who makes it. As long as the guy or gal is a professional and makes high quality stuff, I couldn't care less. Maybe sometime in the future. Yeah, now let's get back to the boat and continue this segment of stuff I do on my days. Back in the boat again, singing, dancing, building shit again. Turn up this self-face tracking off is putting me off. Of course, Kide Meet Matikate is here because she is kind of useless. So, you know, where else to have her if not here? Hello, Kide. Anyhow, yeah. I cleaned up this corner that we're gonna start construction in. Probably as soon as I'm done with this video, I'll start loading up the construction material and we'll start ripping this out that's left. I put the frame down for where the floor is gonna be. And the other things that we have been blessed with recently, let me show you. This here, I found it also on the trash yard. And as you can see, it was actually 140 centimeters, so it was 20 centimeters too wide. So yeah, I cut it off and put it through my sewing machine, and yeah, now it fits the 120 bed just perfectly. Weapons corner, there is a bunch of swords and sword staffs and bayonets and stuff lying here. There's my easel. We're gonna do some painting in the future. Looking forward to that. I haven't done painting in like 15 years, so it's gonna be... We're being given from above. Let's see here. So that was the mattress. Gonna love yourself some hiking, huh? Yep. Then you, oh yeah, pull that. Ooh, do we have little snappers up here too? Yes, we do. Come on, it has a little whistle. Oh, help! I didn't pack any coffee! Ah, help me! Don't forget milk and sugar, for fuck's sake! You know, I don't know what it's used for, but something like that, I would guess. Let's see here. Yeah, looks pretty damn nice, I have to say. Super nice, svine. It's beautiful. Man, a poor man like myself could never afford to buy something like this. Biscoop. 55. Yeah, throw it over there. And now, for le pièce de la résistance. The most ultimate thing I have found this week. For some context, it has been a... when I was a kid, I loved building models. That's one thing I would spend my allowance money on, was buying plastic models. So that's one reason why I know most of the Second World War and Cold War era tank models, because I built most of them. And I can recognize most of, the old school battleships, like the Hood, the Bismarck, the Prinz Eugen, the Yamato. As I see a picture and I can tell immediately, because I've built them all as a kid. And it was a blast. That was one of my absolute favorite things to do. And it has been a really long time since I did the last time. And there was always one ship that I wanted to build. The pinnacle of my model building fantasies was this ship. And guess what? I found it. This model used to be super expensive when I was a kid. Maybe like $150, $200 was the price for this model when I was a kid. I don't know how much it costs nowadays, but I'm going to show you what we got. Enough with the Jurassic Park intro. Yeah, this is the regal ship Vasa. Oh yes, fuck yes, Royal Swedish warship Vasa. Beauty. I always wanted to fucking build this, and now I'm finally gonna get the chance to do it. Ah, what a glorious fucking thing! All my life, for 23 years, for over 2 decades, I've waited for this. Let's check it out and see what we got inside. As usual, when it comes to this plastic model boxes, beautiful artwork on the front. Revel. It's good company for models. The only ones that have better fucking box artwork are, of course, Airfix. Love the box artwork. I wish I could have an original of all of those box artworks and I will hang them on my wall. Funny thing, every time I see this model, it's always the Vasa sailing around. You see here it's sailing around the castle in Stockholm. But that's bullshit, because it sank immediately after they put it. They took it out. It literally, they were like, oh, let's inaugurate our new biggest, most badass battleship ever, and put it to sail. And yeah, it sank immediately. It got like 200 meters and sank. So, come on. Do you always have to be in the middle of everything, you? Come on. Get out. What are you doing here? Where was I? Yeah. To my knowledge, the Swedish government is famous for a lot of expensive failed projects. One of the most recent ones is the Hallandsås tunnel. They decided to build it in the 1980s, and it was completed, I think like 3 or 4 years ago. 20 years too late and 100 times over budget or something like that. Ridiculous. But I still think, to this day, that the Vasa is one of the Swedish government's most expensive failures throughout history. Complete disaster. Let's get the cat off the box so we can see what's inside. Cat! Cat! Don't try to kiss my ass by licking my hand. I have to remove you from the box now. Oh yeah, look, check it out. Fucking nice. I might not use them because I'm thinking about making a diorama while it's going down, like half sunken in the water, so I might not use this. Kitty! Anyhow, get out! Yeah, well, here are the whole pieces. Oh man, look at that. Look, get out, Kitty! You might break something. Get out! Look at that. Look at that. It's a fucking beauty. I think this is one of the bigger models. I think there was a smaller version of it, like that size. Not sure. I remember that as being smaller, but you know, oh man, it's gonna be so fun. Look at all these pieces. I'm not gonna take it out, but everything is here. I've checked it out according to the schematic, and all pieces are here. Oh man, I've been waiting for this moment for years. So I thank God for it. I was thinking about it. I was at home, and I was man, I really miss building models. I should just go buy one so I could build one, just for fun, because it's something I really enjoy doing. Then I thought about the Wasa. I was like, I should go buy it. I've wanted to build this model for fucking forever. I should just go buy it and have it done. And so suddenly one day when I was walking around doing, minding my own business, doing what I usually do, and bam! Suddenly appears the fucking Wasa model in a beat up box, but completely undamaged, and everything is there with schematics and paints and glue and everything. The only thing that has to be done is me putting it together. But I want to make it properly, so I'm gonna give it the base coat and then paint it. And for once in my life, I'm gonna build the model with take my time. When I was a kid, I would build them in in one session, sit down, build it completely done. And when I built battleships, I would take old coins and glue them to the bottom of the hull, so I would have some ballast. And I would always check out that the hull was floating at the water line that it were supposed to. And then I would have fucking epic sea battles with I had an Ark Royal, the aircraft carrier, I had a Bismarck, I had a Hood, I had a lot of other ships, and I had this epic battles, and I made small holes in the bottom of the hulls, so after 5 or 10 minutes of being in the water, they would start sinking, unless you lifted it up and tipped the water out. And I love the way they started sinking, going up like this, sometimes flipping over, and I had so much fun playing with models when I was a kid. That's it for the free car and God's blessing segment for today. I still wonder what the fucking kind of mechanics she had look at her car, giving her a quote of $3,000 to get it fixed, when literally the spare parts are $40. Manual labor is 10-15 minutes. So yeah, you got mechanics nowadays. They seem just to be ripping people off because people don't know what the fuck. They don't know anything. And if you don't know, that's the thing in the world. If you don't know shit, people are gonna take advantage of you and they're gonna rip you off, and it's gonna cost you a lot of money. So get knowledge, study, get smarter, so people can't rip you off, because they will. Every single chance they have to rip you off, they will. Давай. Сука, блядь. Давай. Сука, блядь.